What if I told you the world has already created inventions so terrifying they had to be banned? Machines that burn your skin without touching you. Devices that claim to see the past or control your mind. These aren't stories from science fiction. They're real. They were tested. They were hidden. And some say they still exist. Today we're counting down 10 banned inventions that were too dangerous for the world to keep. Imagine a weapon that doesn't fire bullets but gives pain. The pain ray, officially called the active denial system, was developed by the US military. It uses a focused beam of microwaves to heat your skin from a distance, making it feel like you're burning without leaving a single mark. Victims panic, run, and can't resist. Originally tested for riot control, public backlash exploded after classified trials. It was shelved, but never fully stopped. This is one of the only weapons banned, not because it kills, but because it tortures. What if a helmet could make you feel the presence of God? Not through faith, not through prayer, but by zapping your brain. In the 1990s, a Canadian neuroscientist named Michael Persinger created something strange, something powerful. He called it the God helmet, a tangle of wires and magnets designed to stimulate your brain's temporal lobes. What happened next? People saw things, angels, shadows, something watching. Some wept, some fled the room, some felt peace. Was it just science playing tricks? Or did it open a door? The government shut it down. But to those who wore it, the experience was real. What if the Nazis had built a weapon powered by the sun itself? Not science fiction, not a movie script. In the 1940s, deep inside a German war lab, Nazi scientists pitched something terrifying. A weapon in orbit, a giant mirror circling the Earth. The goal? To bend sunlight into a death ray, one hot enough to burn cities, boil oceans, and erase entire countries without ever firing a bullet. They called it the sun gun. It was meant to sit on a space station high above the clouds. Too wild to be real? Maybe. But decades later, NASA quietly confirmed. The physics? It could actually work. This wasn't just fantasy. It was the first step towards space-based warfare, and it came shockingly close to reality. In Cold War Russia, science crossed a line no one was supposed to see. Buried in military archives are reports of machines that didn't just monitor the mind, they tried to rewrite it. Soviet researchers explored brainwave disruption, remote viewing, and silent commands delivered through electromagnetic fields. They weren't guessing. They ran trials on prisoners, on soldiers, even on children. The goal? Not healing, but control, to silence resistance, to program loyalty. Some files were released, most weren't. And the few that surfaced, they hint at something far more disturbing. Not a failed experiment, but one that may have worked too well. During secret defense tests in the 1960s, one goal stood above all: eliminate the need for sleep. Not with drugs, with machines. The anti-sleep device wasn't a myth. It used targeted sound pulses and flickering light to disrupt the brain's ability to enter REM cycles. Tests showed subjects kept awake for days, alert, but slowly unraveling. Cognition broke down, emotions collapsed, hallucinations started. Some begged for sedation, others forgot they were human. The project was never fully disclosed, but its design survived in classified documents and rumors of modern variants used in black sites. For decades, they said it was impossible. But behind closed doors, the U.S. government was already trying. Project Cirrus, Operation Popeye, 2 real programs. Aimed at turning the weather into a weapon, planes dropped chemicals into clouds to force rain. Monsoons were manipulated. Enemy trails were flooded. Storms made to hit harder, linger longer. It wasn't a theory. It was deployed in Vietnam. The goal? Control battlefields with climate, the sky, weaponized. Today, much of it is declassified, but the question still hangs. If they did this in the 60s, what are they doing now? They said it was just research, but inside high-security labs, scientists crossed a line. Human stem cells, animal embryos, combined. In 2019, researchers grew real embryos, part monkey, part human, not myths, not monsters, chimeras, and some survived for weeks. These weren't just cells in a dish. They developed organs, nervous systems. The goal? To grow human-compatible organs inside animals. But the risks? Blurry ethics? Biological unknowns? How much is too much before science stops being human? Not all mirrors reflect the present. In the 1980s, a classified optics experiment, rumored to be U.S. military, tested something strange. A device shaped like a curved obsidian mirror. It didn't reflect your face. It reflected motion, events, moments. Not from now, but from before. Researchers claimed they saw people walking who weren't there. Past versions of the room itself, flickering like old film. The project was shut down. No explanation. But whispers remain about energy fields, trauma echoes, and memory loops trapped in light. Some called it an anomaly. Others called it a window to time. It looked like just another cell tower, but inside military trials, it wasn't broadcasting data. It was broadcasting pain. In the early 2000s, defense agencies tested a crowd control system using directed microwave energy. It could heat skin from hundreds of feet away. No blood, no sound, just a burning sensation that made you run. Decades later, with 5G networks rising fast, some claimed the same technology was layered in. Urban grids, rooftop boxes, everything connected. Was it paranoia or a blueprint for invisible control? The patents exist. The field tests are documented. And if it's real, you wouldn't know until it's used. Beneath the surface, deeper than sonar can reach, lies a place where technology fails. In the Western Pacific, somewhere near the Mariana Trench, classified naval maps mark a zone where signals die. Submarines have gone silent. Drones drop. and never return. Engineers call it a blackout zone, but insiders say it's more one test vessel sent live telemetry until it hit the edge. Then nothing. No debris, no ping, just gone. Some believe it's an anomaly. Others believe it's something built, a shield or a warning. Whatever it is, nobody's gone back. If that invention gave you chills, imagine what's still out there, undiscovered. Hit subscribe, because this is just the beginning, and drop a comment. Which invention freaked you out the most?